Hi, I'm John Lincoln, Director of the Reach Performing Arts Center. Normally, we'd be getting together now for our annual celebration, where we celebrate student work and raise money for the theater and for our programming. But with the pandemic, things are a little different now. At that celebration, we would induct students into the International Thespian Society, which is an international honor society for theater students. Those students would be students that just completed their junior year, and they would get up and give a speech about their experience at the Reach Performing Arts Center and with the theater arts. Because things are a little different, we're going to do things a little different. So I'm conducting interviews with each of those students about to become a senior, and we hope you enjoy. Welcome, everybody. I'm here today with Jill McDonald. We're going to talk a little bit about her experience in the theater program here at Deer Isle Stonington and at the Reach Performing Arts Center. So, Jill, welcome.
Hi.
So, I just want to start. You've been acting since middle school.
Cool. I did some opera house stuff when I was younger.
Yeah, what did you do at the Opera House?
I did Burt Dow,
Mm-hmm.
and then I did The Last Ferryman, and I did a couple smaller shows in between.
So, Last Ferryman was my very first experience on this island.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I literally moved here the last weekend that show was playing, and Linda Nelson was like, "Hey, I've got one ticket for you if you want to come see it." So that was literally, I think it was the first or second day I was here. I saw that show. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Do you have a favorite show that you've worked on?
Well, like in high school, I have a favorite.
Yeah, go through both. Yeah. So what's your favorite high school show that you've worked on?
Attached.
Yeah. Why is that?
Mainly, I think because it was like an original play that we created and we could like alter it and make it really work for us. And I think that helped us out. And everyone sort of fit in their character, and
Yeah.
we worked so well together.
And for me, I think the way the audience reacted to it, there was like an energy in that show that
Yeah, there
was
was.
really unique. And so you have a different favorite show that's not high school?
I really liked the Burt Dow one. That was really fun.
So can you tell me a little bit about that show? What was that like?
That show was they had like called some kids my age, and they were like, hey, we're doing this Burt Dow, and they'd done it in the past, and they were gonna do it again. And so I was like, yeah, sure. And so I was part of the chorus with a bunch of other kids. And this was the first time I was in a play with professionals from other states, and that was like their full-time job.
Yeah.
And that was really cool to work with because it was a good influence to have that.
Yeah, I had an early experience like that too. My first was A Christmas Carol, and it was with actor, and it was a semi-professional theater. So yeah, I was saying I was like in awe of like this being there.
Yeah.
Like, it was pretty cool. So we've had the opportunity to go to New York City a couple of times. Do you have a favorite moment or favorite memory from your trips to New York?
It was late at night, and we were all tired, but we got the chance to go into Times Square, and it was all lit up, and it was just a small group of us, and we got to see a lot of street performers, and they gave us a CD of theirs, and it was really funny. But it was really cool to see how alive things were there at night and how different it was from here.
Yeah, I mean, there were probably more people in Times Square at that moment than there are in this whole island.
Yeah.
Some of the most interesting moments for me, I mean, I loved the shows and I loved the experiences we had at the museum and stuff, but just being able to walk around with everybody, whether it was at the park or whether, some of those downtimes where people who don't really have a lot of familiarity with that, and I know you've done a lot more traveling maybe than some other people have, but just the scope of the place and the size of the place for a lot of people. I remember being with a student on the bus. The bus driver went through Boston, which we wouldn't do.
Yeah.
But just driving on the bridge by TD Garden, the student was like, I've never seen anything like this before in my life. They had never been really past Augusta, I don't think. And so those experiences are kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
So you've gone to school here your whole life, right? in Deer Isle, Stonington, and you've done a lot of stuff at the Reach, and now you have the opportunity to be in the high school program. If there was a student that was considering joining theater, what do you think you'd tell them about the experience, or what would you say to encourage them?
Um, I would tell them that our group is really accepting and we're really close. And so if they're worried about being embarrassed or something, then they don't have to be because we all have like times where things go wrong, but at the end we pull it together and it turns out really well.
All right, I'm going to ask you these questions. This comes from Inside the Actors Studio, which is a show on TV for a long time where these famous actors would come in the interviewer, James Lipton, would finish every interview with this series of questions. And this is a very slightly modified version of those questions. Okay, what is your favorite word?
Oh, bumbled.
Bumble?
Yeah.
Is there a reason why Bumble is your favorite word?
Like I just explain it to like I use it when someone's like being dumb. I use it all the time.
What's your least favorite word?
Um, I don't have one.
Good. When it comes to the performing arts, what interests you or excites you?
The idea of having something new, and I really like cool costumes and stuff like that.
And when it comes to the performing arts, what does not interest you at all?
Improv.
Okay. What sound or noise do you love?
I like the sound of a fan.
And what sound or noise do you hate?
People chewing.
All right. And then the last one is if you had no limitations and could do anything you want, what profession would you want to
Um, I would maybe like to be a singer,
have? Oh, that's cool.
but I don't sing in front of people, so.
I, in the studio, sing in the studio, and then people can listen to it if they want.
Yeah.
That's great. All right, Jill, that's it. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too.
All right. Bye, Jill.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. If you'd like to donate to the Reach Performing Arts Center, you can hit the link attached to this post and visit our PayPal site. You can also send a check to the Reach Performing Arts Center at 249 North Deer Isle Road, Deer Isle, Maine 04627. Please like us on Facebook and Instagram, and hopefully we'll see you soon at the Reach.